So I got a call from a client. This is first ever client. I've never had one before. Yeah, he's family. And he asked me to build him some window frames based on the step stool build that I did with the overly complicated joints. I thought that was really cool, and I don't know if I'm up to the challenge, but let's find out.
The dimensions for the window frames are 2.5 inches by 1 3/4 inches. The client wanted redwood, so I had to trim a bunch of 4x4s down. When possible, get a pump in. I couldn't quite get the 4x4 in one pass, so I had to flip it over and run it through again. After trimming off the first cut, it was now short enough to get the rest of it in one pass. With a 90-degree angle cut from the table saw, I plane the edges flat on the planer. This is probably not necessary, but why not make it easier for the rest of the cuts? Now I'm cutting them closer to their final dimensions.
Well, you know how they say you should measure twice? I got fortunate this time as I cut too big, and I've got to trim off a little bit more. I didn't move my fence, I just started cutting again. Oops.
That looks better. Now that they are close, I plane them to final thickness. Look at how wet my wood is. I cut the boards to final length. To start the joint, I'm going to route out the material for the tenon. I made some jigs specific to this build because of the dimensions. If you want to make your own jig, there's a link down in the description for a video for one made by Tracy Maxfield from Hammer Down Woodworking. For this jig, see my overly complicated step stool build. If I had to go back and do this again, I would have used a router for this cut instead of the table saw. Now I'm using a dado stack for the rabbets for the window recess. Glue up time. I probably meant to use the hammer backwards. When possible, get a pump in. I'm sandwiching the frame between two boards to prevent blowout, and I'm using a template for the dowels. The client is going to paint them, so I'm going to sand them to 120 and have the client pick it up.
So while I did the whole thing, I had a test piece that I kept with me. Well, two test pieces, one for the mortises, one for the tenons. So before I would cut any of my real pieces, I would test them out on these two pieces. These two pieces ended up working out really well for me. As you can see, they hook together. They're a little proud. I never finished these or got them close. I probably didn't need to put the dowels in. The joint was probably strong enough, but you know, why not? So I put those in, and it helps this test joint hold together really well. Well, there you have it. They're all done and they came out pretty solidly. They got the rabbet in here for him to put his glass in and his backing. My joints aren't as tight as they could be, and I am a little saddened by that, but not off-put. When I took the job from him, I said, hey, you know, if you look at my previous work on YouTube, they were pretty sloppy. And he said, that's fine. They're gonna be exposed to the elements. He's going to pack them with Bondo and paint them, so since it's paint grade, it's not that big of a deal. So this was an awesome opportunity for me to expand my knowledge base. I'm interested to see what they're going to look like on his house. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. Guess I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.